Here at City Baptist Church, we're astounded at what the Lord has done over the past year in Atlanta. He is truly advancing in our city. We're so thankful for the fruitful time we're having this year, and it's been thrilling to see more lost souls saved this year than in the first 2 years of City Baptist Church combined. New believers are being baptized and discipled. A dedicated transportation route's been started to pick up more people for church, and this specific route was just birthed out of children coming for our vacation Bible school. What I want to do is give you an update on where we stand with taking God's Acre in Atlanta and purchasing this property at 425 10th Street. We're currently giving as a church, while many of you also are generously giving to raise the funds for the purchase of this property, and I want to thank you for doing that. Now, while we're raising those funds, we're also paying our rent, utilities, and upkeep on this property. Now, I rejoice to report that the Lord has brought in all operating expenses each and every month. The rent at this property was nearly tenfold what our previous location was, and on paper, it looked like we could completely run out of money in 6 months if the Lord didn't provide by coming to this new place. We knew the Lord would be faithful if we would just obey Him and step out on faith. That's why I thought maybe He was going to bring in the money for the property within just the first few months of early 2023. Now, He decided not to do it that way, but He's actually done an amazing work to show Himself faithful by providing for us each month through the giving of our people and your faithful support. Now, not only has the Lord provided for our monthly expenses, He's also provided for our property taxes. Once we own the property, we'll no longer have to pay property taxes. But for now, we rent from an investment company that owns the property. In 2023, our property taxes went up 150%. Now that shows how much the value of this property has increased in just the last year and a half. Now, some reasons for the spike in value are due to prime location here in Midtown and several big companies moving to our neighborhood. Georgia Tech, across the street from us, is also rolling out their 10-year strategic plan and has labeled our location the Zone of Influence. This plan will just cement us even more into the fabric of this community. Thankfully, we're still locked into our $4 million purchase price, even if our property value continues to skyrocket. While taking care of monthly expenses, the Lord has allowed us to renovate parts of the building a section at a time. Classrooms, bathrooms, and offices are being worked on to restore this beautiful building. I want to thank you to many of you who have sent teams to help us labor here on God's Acre in Atlanta. Another wonderful thing is that in the summer of 2023, our family was able to move into this building. We sold our house in the suburbs and dove into city living in Atlanta. We used our own funds to renovate classroom space and prepare an apartment on the 3rd floor. We were even able to fit in a homeschool room and keep Mercy, our dog, with us. This family move has rooted us even deeper into our community. I could fill this video with story after story of God allowing us to keep divine appointments here in the neighborhood and continue to minister closely here. On top of monthly expenses, rising taxes, and renovation, we have not had to use any of the funds given for the purchase of the property. As of June 2024, we have nearly $400,000 set aside in a separate account for the purchase of this 425 10th Street property. The Lord has brought in the tithe of what is needed for the $4 million purchase price. We have until July 31st, 2025 to let the owners know we intend to purchase the property. Now, this may still sound daunting, but the Lord is well able. He has given us so many handfuls of purpose through our time here. Many of you will remember when we were looking for our first location and God provided with just 2 weeks to spare. Then how He provided this location, seemingly against all odds. He keeps coming through and providing for this church in the heart of the city. We're convinced that this is the property that the Lord has for City Baptist Church. Now that brings me to a big update on raising the funds to purchase the property. Great Commission Properties is partnering with us as a 501c3 to receive any large donations on our behalf. 100% of the funds directed for City Baptist Church will come to us. This will aid in structured or even corporate giving. Pastor Will Cover of Great Commission Properties is a church planner in the heart of Houston, Texas, and we're thrilled he's willing to help us with receiving these gifts. So what happens after we purchase the 10th Street property? Well, first, we'll be a self-supporting church in Atlanta. We're so very thankful for the faithful support many of you watching this have given. It's an honor to represent you here in our city. But we also look forward to the day when we're a truly self-supporting and self-propagating church. Our long-term goal for this property is also to start a Christian school. The Lord laid this on my and my wife's heart even before we started the church. Katie has a master's degree in school administration, and she's served in education for many years. And if Christian families are going to stay in the city, we must have viable education options for them. We have the space in this 15,000 square foot building to do just that. The Lord continues to encourage us that this is His will. In fact, just this week, a preschool across the street from us closed down and gave us tens of thousands of dollars in school furniture and equipment at no cost to us. Really, we have everything we need to go ahead and start a preschool and a kindergarten. But we need your prayers. $4 million is so overwhelming, and yet it is a drop in the bucket for the Lord. A verse that the Lord gave me when we began seeking this property was Psalm 115, verse 16. The heaven, even the heavens, are the Lord's, but the earth hath He given to the children of men. The earth is already the Lord's. We're just asking Him for a piece of it here in the heart of this important city, the city of Atlanta. Atlanta continues to make national headlines. Pundits are saying the presidential race could be decided right here. This is a place that influences our nation, and yet, where are the churches to influence our city? We must take this ground. Our nation needs a Bible-preaching, soul-winning church inside the city limits of Atlanta, and you can do something about it. Every gift given and every moment spent in prayer helps the Lord's work advance in our city. Thank you for helping us take God's Acre in Atlanta.